California, 1983. A small, quiet suburb of Los Angeles where children played in sunny backyards. Neighbors greeted each other warmly, and parents felt safe leaving their little ones at the local preschool. McMartin Preschool was a trusted institution. Its teachers were familiar faces in the community, known for years. No one could have imagined that within weeks, this ordinary place would become the center of one of the most chilling mass hysteria episodes in American history. It began with a phone call. A mother claimed her son had been harmed at the preschool. Her words were inconsistent, her accusations unclear, but the idea of abuse was enough to ignite suspicion. The police, unwilling to take chances with children's safety, opened an investigation. Teachers were questioned, then the children themselves were interviewed, and that's when reality began to bend. The interviews weren't handled by experienced child psychologists. Instead, investigators and therapists, already convinced of wrongdoing, sat the children down and asked pointed questions. Did someone hurt you? Did they take you somewhere secret? Did you see tunnels under the school? Did adults wear strange costumes? Faced with these suggestions, many children nodded or whispered yes. They wanted to please the adults, to end the intimidating questions. But each hesitant answer was treated as fact. Soon, dozens of children were giving eerily similar testimonies. They spoke of underground chambers beneath the preschool where strange ceremonies supposedly took place. They described men in robes, masks shaped like animals, and candles burning in the dark. Some said they saw witches flying, others that they had been forced to watch unspeakable rituals. The more incredible the stories, the more attention they received. Instead of doubting, investigators took every detail seriously. Parents were horrified. How could they have missed such evil hiding in plain sight? Fear spread like wildfire. Newspapers ran front-page headlines about satanic cults infiltrating suburban America. Television news showed mothers weeping, fathers swearing revenge, reporters whispering about tunnels and sacrifices. A community once calm was now trembling. With paranoia, the accused teachers became outcasts overnight. These were ordinary people, neighbors, caregivers, respected in town, but suddenly they were portrayed as monsters. Some were arrested and held without bail. They sat in cells while the world outside branded them guilty. There were no photographs, no physical evidence, not a single body or sign of a ritual, but that did not matter. The only proof were the words of frightened children, repeated until they seemed undeniable. Excavations were ordered. Bulldozers ripped through the ground beneath McMartin Preschool, searching for hidden tunnels. The digging left scars in the earth and in the community, yet nothing was ever found. No chambers, no altars, no remnants of the horrors the children describe. Still, panic only grew. Each failed search was explained away. Perhaps the tunnels were expertly hidden. Perhaps the cult had destroyed evidence. Doubt was drowned by fear. The trials became the most expensive and longest-running criminal proceedings in American history up to that time. Year after year, the accused sat in court as prosecutors repeated the lurid tales. 7 years passed. Families were ruined, reputations obliterated. One teacher spent 5 years behind bars without a single conviction. Another died before her. Name could be cleared. Psychologists tried to intervene, warning that children's memories are malleable, easily shaped by suggestion. Under pressure, they often say what adults want to hear, blurring the line between reality and imagination. But their warnings were ignored. The public was transfixed by the drama, convinced that Satanists lurked in the shadows of suburbia. In the end, every defendant was acquitted. Not a single shred of credible evidence was ever produced. The tunnels never existed. The rituals never happened. The satanic cult was nothing more than a phantom born of fear, media frenzy, and leading questions whispered into children's ears But by then, the damage was irreversible. Teachers who had once devoted their lives to children were left broken, financially ruined, and socially destroyed. Families lived with scars of suspicion that never fully healed. And America was forced to confront an uncomfortable truth. Even in the modern age, surrounded by science and technology, entire communities can fall into madness when fear outweighs reason. The McMartin case became the dark symbol of a larger phenomenon, the satanic panic of the 1980s. Across the country, similar accusations spread. Daycares accused of ritual abuse. Communities convinced their neighbors were part of secret cults. None of it was ever proven, yet millions believed. It was a collective nightmare, a reminder of how fragile societies' grasp on reality can be. The story lingers like a shadow. Why did people believe such impossible tales? Maybe because the human mind fears the unknown most of all. In the dark, when footsteps echo and nothing can be seen, the imagination supplies its own monsters. In the 1980s, America saw those monsters under a preschool, and the terror was real, even if the monsters never were.